Thanks of the universe. Welcome to Now. So, in today's episode, I wanted to talk about how fake the world is, how everybody is just talking. Most of the facts are lies. They're just talking to portray somebody who they are not. They are talking lies so that somebody else could believe into their bullshit or drama, just so that they can get along for a while. And all this is because of the fear of escaping from your own true self. I've seen people talk in groups in society wherein there's just huge blabbering of words, and truly at the end of the conversation, there's nothing meaningful. So people just go on blabbering, and they just want to probably just have something out, which is probably the way it is. But for me, since I'm a creative person, for me, if I do not have something to express myself for, or something that I do not feel resonated with, I do not talk about that. I just don't do that. Because for me, staying sincere and being more integrity driven to your own self, that is the meaning of life. So I would rather not talk meaninglessly and chatter and blabber just to be a somebody in society. I would never do that. I don't even do that. So people try and come and tag it as an introvert, and that is just to say that if you're somebody who has got something to say only while you truly have something to say, and you do not believe in manipulating and making up fake stuffs, right, just to keep on blabbering, so people call them as introvert if you're not just talking too much. But that is not truly the case, because if you call somebody like that as an introvert, I would also see to the other side of that, because if you call that as introvert, well, that same person has got a lot of deep skills. Now they might be a great writer or an artist, and they might be channeling all of that energy into creation of something that is worth it, and not just think and play in terms of power and manipulation games. I think it's essential to act upon, because of course we are in a society and we need to act. Everybody is acting. But how you act, that too is a creative thing. And you need not just act looking at somebody else, how they are doing, and just copy somebody else, because you think that, okay, they're able to get their things done and their needs met the way they act. So probably if you go about copying them the similar way, is going to work for you. That doesn't work that way. And probably people would not even appreciate your acting, because the fact that we are in a society and we all need to act in a certain way so that we can tend to work with some people that works to your benefit, right? So of course we need to act, but how you act? So who's going to tell you how to act? It's you yourself, and you need to stick to what just seems right to you. You need to look at it. Does that resonate with your being? Does that resonate with the kind of person that you want to be? Does that align with your value system? Even if you keep aside the value system for a while, okay, because you want somehow your things met and your agendas met, but know that if you try and achieve anything by hook or crook, it's not truly so much worth it. So what is essential is that you need to define your own strategy. You need to think about how you present yourself, and of course not care about what others are thinking about you, because if you enter that black hole, again, it's going to take you nowhere. And see to why people actually come together. If there are only two reasons: one is the creative set of people who come together and talk, because those are the creative geniuses, those who have some awesome business idea, or those who are the genius people. Or the second criteria is people just come together to gossip, because they do not have any of the creative juices flowing. So the energy is the same: either it gets creative or it gets destructive. And like I talked about in my previous video, we need to utilize that in a creative way so that we can create something which is of meaning and value to you. And many times it might not be to sell that as a big product that makes you a lot of money. Sometimes it might be that you just want to add upon a value. You just want to bring some value because you want to feel good. Another thing about values, that you do not just get the value in this world just by trash talking or by trying to do some sort of sneaky way around. There's no sneaky way around it. Whatever you are creating, if it is actually of value, that would display. If it is actually affecting, if others are getting affected or influenced by you in a positive way, or they are getting affected by you in a fearful or in a negative way. And if you can bring about a good impact, basically it's about you embodying your own principles. So then, once you uplift yourself, others also do the same, looking at you. And that I think is a life worth living, which is beautiful, which is learning how to not let yourself down in your own eyes. And it's not about people pleasing and getting approval and validation from others. Why do you think people are a huge fan of David Goggins? Because he's a high value man. And why people do not talk about people who trash talk of others? Because they're not bringing about any value. A high value man or a high value woman operate at a very different frequency. They're not tied down by the lower states of energy that people try and throw at them. They rather use that energy and they turn it backwards like an alchemist. They take that negative energy and then change it around into something positive. That acts as a motivation for them. And that's why people love these great people. So you need to learn, and we all are actually in a journey. It's not a one day thing, it takes lots of hard work and lots of patience with yourself, and as well as patience with others. So once you have decided, better to stay high and own your own ground than looking at others who try to bring you down. So always stay up to your standards and work towards that, because you need to believe in yourself and prove yourself who you are. That's a beautiful life. Have a great day, my friend. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.